pulled up in the small town where I've come for a few days. This is just behind the town, so this is promising already. Just set up my little camper in the campsite. There's a toilet, there's a fire pit, nothing. So, fortunately, where I was trying to head to looks like it's full drive track pretty much the whole way, so tomorrow I might have to hike and see how far I can get just walking it. But in the meantime, new gold found here over the years. So got my pan, my little homemade pump and a shovel. We'll see how we go. Almost got my steak. Yep. Go on, big go. Trying something different this time around. Got a pack. I reckon doesn't look like much, but I've been going for about 20 minutes now. So I've just got the SDC in and enough gear to last the night. I'm going to trek. It's only about, it says 1.5 miles on the maps. So what's that? It's probably times 1.6. So it's about 2k, I suppose, but it's fairly steep. Good thing is it's all uphill, so if I find any good gold, it's all downhill. So yeah. Beautiful bush. So I think this is a bit of a good trial just to see how I go with the pack. So I was fairly confident, but you know, so I'm 70 odd kilos. Pack's about 16-17 kilos with the food and water. So it's fairly heavy. So I'll see how I go with this one, and when I get back I'll see what I don't use and cull some stuff. Alright, keep moving. hour. So between Google Maps and my hard copy, I managed to get the road pretty right. Just on the, I'd say probably a slight discrepancy on one track. It didn't seem like it was far enough. This track I've actually taken here, which is a four-wheel drive track, didn't seem to be far enough compared to the Google Maps, so I walked till I hit the creek, even though it showed it was the first track to the right, which is what I was after. I walked because on my hard copy on the four-wheel drive map it said that the path was intersecting with the creek, so it was about 100 metres away. So I walked 100 metres too far, had a bit of a look at the creek, and then came back. I've hiked up here and just taken a quick break. I think I'm close to where the silos are, or the silo is, which will indicate where the mines are, which is what I'm aiming for today. So I think the whole way, other than the first 500 metres, has probably been a good 15-20% incline. So it's been pretty testing, but there was a slight decline before it came back up this four-wheel drive track, but not doing too bad. It's a good test, I think. The pack's probably a little bit too heavy. I'll probably cull a couple of things next time. I purposely left like the fishing rod and that in there with the tackle box, knowing that I'm only going to hike for about an hour and a half, just to get a bit of a feel for how heavy it is if I'm going to do a bigger hike next time. Alright, I'm going to flip you around. Walking up, it's very thick, and then there's this bit of a clearing here. You can almost still see someone's put their car in. Slight indentations on the side. So someone's obviously parked the car, maybe with a rooftop tent. I'm not sure what the clearing there. It doesn't continue, so it's just like a car park on this side. The clearing here as well. This tree's been pushed over. I think snapped. Unusual snap. So someone's hung off it and snapped it. Notice there's a little fire someone's had. Left. Just a bit more of a clearing here. I don't know whether someone set up a little tent under the car, or maybe there's a couple of people and they've had a couple of tents each and a little fire. Not too sure. So just dropped my bag on this tree that's down. Oh. Came back, just as I came back up the four-wheel drive track, it started to drizzle. It's not real heavy rain, but it's fairly steady. So quickly got the tent set up, got everything inside. So I've decided to camp where that car park was, as opposed to on this side, on the lower side. It's just a bit bumpier, a bit harder to get enough space to set up the tent, but managed to clear a little bit of room. Just started making a little bit of a hole. Might get a few rocks. Chucked a few ferns here, stacked some wood underneath that's not too wet, and a little bit of dead brush, just so that later on hopefully it starts to get the fire going a bit easier. So, being the first overnighter, I've done just with this gear. I want to get as set up as I can before I go mucking around doing anything else. So in a minute I'll jump back in the tent, ditch the poncho, I'll get the mat inflated, unroll the sleeping bag, inflate the pillow, kind of get everything ready just go through, get the cooker out, make sure I've got everything I need for that. Might even just fire it up, because I haven't actually fired it up, so I might fire it up. I've got some bars and things though, so if everything doesn't work, I can get by on the bars. I won't bail just because of that. And then once everything's set up and I'm fairly confident, it's about 10:30, so it's about 2 hours since I left the camper. So I'll finish setting up, testing the rest of the gear, and then I'll whip out the SDC, put the poncho back on and get out and about. So the ground is thick with ferns and just underbrush and stuff, so it's crazy. So you walk away from the four-wheel drive track and you basically lose it instantly. So I've got my phone and I've got my e-track, so I can just do a point-to-point to find my way back. But worst case, if I go out this way, the mines I'm looking for are out this way. So if I get lost, I can walk back uphill till I hit the four-wheel drive track and then just head west, and I'll find the camp, or I'll hit the road at the end and then I can just walk back up, which is about 150 metres. So I should be pretty fine. There's a couple of different trees. I'm not sure what this one is, but it's a very green, leafy, short, stumpy, bushy kind of tree. A couple of pine trees. So I'll kind of go down there and I'll look up. Hopefully I can see this one, and I'll know because it's near the pine trees. So just try and pick a landmark type thing. As I'm walking, I'll look back so that it looks familiar when I turn around. But yeah, so far so good.